A person does not cry upon seeing every crying person, but he smiles upon seeing a smiling person. So it takes a lot of time to cry. It has to be spared. Where will one find it? But whenever you see a person smiling, the other person will also smile. If you see someone crying, the other person will not burst into tears. Well, if someone is crying, they will ask 10 times, "Is everything okay? Why are you crying?" If someone is smiling, they would think, "This is beautiful. Brother, he is a smiling person, right?" My Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to smile. Sayyiduna Jabir radiallahu anhu says, whenever the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam looked at me, he did so while smiling. The blessed smile. A smile not only makes a person's life flourishing, rather, it also makes your house flourishing. So we should smile, and we should smile while talking. The benefits of smiling that we find in the seerah of my beloved Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam, if they are implemented in our society, as people say, brother, there is grief and sorrow. The problem is that we do state the virtues of smiling. Instead of smiling, people started laughing. I mean, what they call it, laughing therapy. There is some therapy of this kind. So, they do therapy by laughing very loudly, even though this is not therapy. This will lead a person somewhere else. So I mean, in our society, instead of smiling, it goes in some other direction. So this is not correct. Smile and present a smiling face to the people. And basically, a smiling face, you can say, is the key to the heart. If I say that it is the key to the heart, it would be right. As you smile to anyone, it's like the window of his heart opens, and it's like he is welcoming you. This is a smiling person. Come in. So, you should keep smiling. Griefs and sorrows are there. It's not like griefs and sorrows do not occur. But if you stop smiling and the grief also went away, then let me know. Then, inshallah, I will discuss at that time that this is also the case, that he was extremely distressed and used to remain worried. He did not smile either. And because of not smiling, his grief and worry went away. What I have understood is that then inshallah, I will discuss at that time that this is also the case, that he was extremely distressed and used to remain worried. He did not smile either. And because of not smiling, his grief and worry went away. What I have understood is that when you make people happy, Allah Almighty grants you happiness. I am telling you this, my dear Islamic brothers, you can experience it. The same is the case inside homes as well. I mean, those people who smile, whether they are women or men or children, now the parents yearn to see the smiles of their children. The husband yearns to see the smile of his wife. The wife yearns to see his smile just once. It's okay if he gives less money for 1 month, but at least he should learn to smile. So, a smile is needed. When he comes home, he will relate his entire tragic tale as to what happened throughout the day. This happened in the buses. This happened in the coach. This happened in the office. This happened at so-and-so place. The boss said this. Well, that woman will ask, what is the command for me? What shall I do? Shall I speak to the bus driver? Am I supposed to speak to the boss? What is the need for you to speak? Then, what was the need to tell me? Nothing needed to be done. Why do such a thing? So, this happens in many places. Let me read out an account mentioned in Uyunul Hikayat, summarizing it. A holy man used to remain extremely distressed. He had many griefs and sorrows. So someone said to him, "You have so much grief, sorrow and distress. Try discussing them at home." He said, "I know that the family members do not have the solution to my worries. Now, I can discuss it at home, but along with me, they will also become sad. Now, it is okay that I am distressed. I mean, what is the need? I should share happiness. Do I have to share griefs? What will you do by sharing griefs? Although the market of griefs is booming, they say that the grief is lightened. By sharing the grief, it is lightened. Plead in the court of Allah Almighty. Request in the court of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Present it there. Why are you just lightening it? Have it resolved. Anywhere else it will only be lightened. It won't be resolved. And the places I am talking about, if you present it there, it will definitely be lightened, but it is also resolved. It is also liked, right? Now, brother, who in the world likes someone else's grief? But when you present your grief, your distress, your need and your sorrows in the court of Allah Almighty and pray to Allah, it is only you who will solve my problem. So how greatly pleased Allah Almighty is with this request and plea of yours, saying, My bondsman is begging me. It is because the one who stops making supplication, Allah Almighty's wrath descends upon him. So, what happens in the world is that people get tired. One day, they will sympathize with you. The next day, when you sit down to talk, you yourself were upset. But now he becomes upset after listening to you, thinking that he will come again and tell his tragic tales and I don't know what else. So, the blessed companions alayhim ridwan would visit the court of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and state their problems. In fact, even if a camel was distressed, it would request in the court of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ala Hazrat writes,
गमज़दों को रज़ा मुज़दा दीजिए कि है बेकसों का सहारा हमारा नबी क्यों कहूँ बेकस हूँ मैं क्यों कहूँ बेबस हूँ मैं तुम हो मैं तुम पर फिदा तुम पे करोड़ों दुरूद.
These pleas are to be made there. When you state them here, well, even if that grief or that issue that you presented was not resolved as it was destined by the will of the Lord, but at least your heart attains peace. The heart gets comfort and peace. A kind of comfort and peace is attained from the court of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You get the feeling that you have requested it. I have requested it. Now, it is between the generous and the beggar. We request there, right? Well then, reward is given there. Now look, you did get a return, right? At other places you get boredom. But here, you get affection and mercy. You get generosity, comfort and peace.
Sallu ala al-Habib sallallahu ala Muhammad. I must strive to reform myself and people of the entire world.